bet like Joe.
Some number one reps. Is that true with Shedeur?
No. I mean, with a young quarterback with Dillon starting, you want to make sure he gets a lot of the reps. Different when you have a veteran like Joe, I would tell you, Tony.
Cleveland is boiling right now. The air in that building feels heavy. The second Kevin Stefanski said Shedeur Sanders would get 0 first-team reps, the room exploded. Not a quiet pushback. It was pure disbelief. People heard that and thought, this is not coaching. This is a message. This is a warning that his development might be slowed on purpose. They could not believe it. When they sound fed up, something is broken inside that locker room. You can feel it in every word. This is not noise. This is a siren. Like and subscribe. If you love Shedeur, then comment SS 100%.
Hell no, beat us with your arm.
At the start, Shedeur Sanders is not getting first-team reps like Dillon Gabriel did when Joe Flacco was the starter. Stefanski says Gabriel is young and they want to give him more work. He says veterans like Flacco do not need as many snaps. That was the logic. That was the stance. You know that ain't normal protocol. He has been in those rooms. He knows the patterns. He knows what real development looks like and what politics looks like. You should be doing the same thing you did with Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel with Shedeur. Keep the process the same. Keep the room honest. Keep the depth chart sharp. That is how you build a program. That is how you build trust. From there, the rant takes off. It is not about reps. It is about respect. The message feels clear. Shedeur is nowhere close in their eyes. He is stuck waiting for Dillon Gabriel to fail before anyone even considers giving him the keys. And in the NFL, waiting kills momentum. It steals confidence before it ever gets started. You can lose a season before week 1 if you build it on fear. 10 plays per period. Offense gets 10, defense gets 10. Then you reset. Another 10 and another 10. That cadence is the heartbeat of a practice day.
Hell nah, you know this with your arm.
So out of all those snaps, you were telling me Shedeur cannot get one? Not even a single play? Not even a basic quick game throw? Not even one handoff? That is where they lose it. Because 1 or 2 plays matter. One clean handoff matters. One short slant matters. It is familiarity, it is timing, it is cadence, it is chemistry with the first team line and the starting receivers. You cannot copy that with backups. The 2s and 3s do not move the same way. Their routes are not at the same depth. Their protection calls are not at the same tempo. No matter how talented a quarterback is, if he has not worked with the ones, his first real game will feel like chaos.
Get one.
He calls it out in plain words. You mean to tell me Shedeur cannot get 1 rep, 2 reps with the starters? Fans are asking the same question because this is not a random rookie. This is Shedeur Sanders. He has NFL bloodlines. He has discipline. He has proven leadership from college. He is built for the big stage. So how can he be ready if he never steps on the field with the first team? Then the conversation shifts to the other side of the room. This choice gives Dillon Gabriel unnecessary comfort. If he gets all the reps, that's a message. Your job is safe. No pressure, no heat. And in the NFL, comfort kills. Competition sharpens a roster. Pressure brings out the best. Remove that pressure and complacency creeps in before anyone notices. Stefanski's logic about protecting the young quarterback by loading him with reps could backfire. It sounds careful, it reads safe, but it ignores the bigger job. You are not just growing Gabriel. You are building a team that must be ready for anything. Quarterback rooms break if the depth is not real. He brings the line that every vet knows. This is the NFL, bro. You are 1 play away. 1 twist on a plant foot, 1 shot to the ribs, 1 bad series. Then Shedeur is in the game without a single live rep with the ones. That is not preparation. That is a preventable disaster. Then they talk speed. Ocho calls it what it is. The NFL plays at warp speed. College is fast. Practice is fast. Sunday is different. From the sideline, it looks manageable. Step into the pocket, and it hits like a storm. Defenses close faster, windows shrink faster, reads stack on top of reads. Your decisions live on a clock that never blinks.
What would you with those situations?
Strip away the yelling, and you still have a serious message. They are exposing how coaching politics can shape a career without saying it out loud. Giving the young quarterback 0 reps is not about saving time. It is a verdict. It says we do not believe you are ready. And here is the question that crushes that logic. How does a player become ready if he is never allowed to take that step? Veterans like Unc have seen it again and again. Young talent fades, not because the kid cannot play, but because the staff never invests the right way. Reps are an opportunity. Reps are trust in motion. Without them, no player can prove himself. Without them, you are guessing when the moment hits. That is why this is so frustrating. Shedeur does not need special treatment. He does not need the offense redesigned. He needs a fair shot. He needs to practice with the people he might one day lead. That is the standard for any serious team. Look around the league. When a team drafts a quarterback they believe in, they give him situational reps right away. Jordan Love still got first-team looks in certain drills, even while Aaron Rodgers was the starter. The Packers kept him engaged with the ones. Look at Brock Purdy. Last pick, no hype. San Francisco still made sure he was ready when the call came. That is the difference between good coaching and blind loyalty to one guy. Good coaches protect the room before they protect their pride. Stefanski may think he is protecting Gabriel's confidence. In truth, he's holding back the growth of the entire roster. So what happens when Gabriel struggles? What happens when that 3 and out turns into a half? What happens when the ball is in Shedeur's hands with no live timing with Amari Cooper in the first-team line? Then the Browns do not just lose a game, they lose months of preparation in one night. They know what it looks like when a backup gets called with no runway. It is not fair to the player. It is not fair to the locker room. It is not fair to fans who expect a team to be ready in every phase. He makes another point that matters here. Having a veteran like Joe Flacco does not mean the rest of the roster stops developing. Veterans are there to mentor. They are there to guide. They are not there to monopolize reps. The best coaches rotate snaps with intention. They keep the whole depth chart warm. They build a roster that can survive a storm. So this idea that Shedeur does not need reps because Gabriel needs them more misses the core of team building. This is not a youth experiment. This is the NFL. Every position is one play from change. Balance matters more than optics. Ocho brings it home in simple terms. Even if it's just a handoff, let Shedeur see the first-team line. Let him feel the timing. Let him get that rhythm. That is not just common sense. That is football IQ. That is how pros prepare. Shedeur Sanders is not a random name. He carries expectation. He carries his father's legacy. He walks into a spotlight that is already hot. Every snap he takes and every snap he is denied will shape how the league views him. That is the weight of the position. So when the Browns keep him out of first-team reps, it becomes a signal. It tells the locker room. It tells the media. It tells the fans. He is not close to competing. That is dangerous. Once that narrative locks in, it's hard to break it. It follows a player long after camp ends. That is how talented players get boxed in. They get stamped as projects. They get tagged as not ready when all they needed was a fair shot. Unc and Ocho are fighting that label in real time. They know the difference between a plan that develops a quarterback and a plan that quietly sidelines him. Their message to Kevin Stefanski is loud and clear. Stop overthinking it. Let the kid play. Give him a few snaps with the starters every period. Let him run the huddle. Let him feel the speed. Build his confidence. Keep him ready. Because that one play will come. It always does. When it comes, you will wish he had those reps banked. And if he doesn't, the worst part will be simple. there will be no one to blame but the staff that chose comfort over preparation. The league moves too fast for hesitation. It does not wait for careful plans to mature. Rookies are asked to adapt right now. Putting a young quarterback behind walls does not help him. It hurts the team. It wastes time you cannot get back. What we see in Cleveland is part of a bigger pattern. Coaches speak on development. Too often it means protecting their choices. It means protecting reputations. It means playing it safe instead of building future starters who can win you games in November. The great franchises do it different. Kansas City trusts its depth. San Francisco trusts its depth. Baltimore trusts its depth. They build it through reps and honest competition. Everyone in the building knows his number can be called. That is how you stay competitive through injuries and tough stretches. That is how you keep culture strong. Right now, Cleveland feels like it's playing scared. Scared to let young talent touch the field. Scared to spark debate in the quarterback room. Scared to make the bold call that might ruffle a few feathers. Football does not reward fear. Football rewards preparation and confidence. It is a truth born from years in the league. Many veterans wish they could say the same on camera. Some coaches make choices based on comfort, not competition. That choice kills development before it starts. Shedeur Sanders deserves a chance to grow under real conditions. Not just watching from the sideline, not just running scout team cards. He needs real reps with real teammates. He needs to feel the pocket with the ones. He needs to throw to the timing of the starters. That is how you build a future starter. That is how you protect the season you hope to play in January. You don't get ready by hoping. You get ready by doing. Until Stefanski figures that out, Cleveland will keep spinning its wheels. Another year of what ifs. Another year of almost. You don't win by playing it safe. You win by preparing for what's next. And what's next might be that moment. A hit on Gabriel, a cold day in the division, a sudden spark that calls for a change. Ready or not, the door will swing open for Shedeur. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe right now. Just football, the way it should be discussed. When they're warned, if Cleveland does not listen, they may regret it when Shedeur's chance finally comes.